Oh, man. Oh, we are in more of a sticky situation than Diddy ever was in. I'm gonna say that right now. I literally just got the instinct to turn on my camera so that I can talk about this because I am very passionate about the subject we are talking about today. The May 13th episode of Dynamite ended a while ago, and in the main event we got a banger of a match between Darby Allin and Konosuke Takeshita. I am too white to be pronouncing that name. What am I doing? The match itself was really freaking good, but at the end of the show is what stuck with me and made me decide to turn on my camera and rant to this thing like it is a therapist. Darby Allin ends up winning over Takeshita, and then Darby Allin, with blood drooling down his mouth, calls out MJF so they can sign the contract right there for their double or nothing match. It is Darby Allin versus MJF for the world title, and if MJF loses, he has to shave his hair off and go bald. What a freaking idiot. Imagine losing your hair, dude. I could never. What an idiot. But this contract signing has me in a debacle because I have mixed feelings about what the result of this match is going to be. On one hand, it makes perfect sense for MJF to win this match because Darby is just so beat up at this point to where it would be surprising if he didn't win this match. I mean, it is literally, it's MJF, dog. Like, how are you going to lose to a beat up Darby Allin, you know? But on the other hand, man, it's the emotional side in me that's like, are we really going to end this title run at Double or Nothing? Like, in my opinion, I think it's just way too early to end this thing. Darby Allin is on a historic title run right now, and in my opinion, the best AEW title run we have ever seen, and it's only been, what, a few weeks to a month at this point. He is the definition of a workhorse champion. So many wrestlers nowadays claim that they're a workhorse champion, and then you look at their record and they've only defended the title 3 times in the past 6 months. Like, are you really a workhorse champion? But Darby Allin is defending the AEW championship within days apart. He defended it last Wednesday against Kevin Knight with a really good match, and then a couple days later on Saturday he faced Pac and they wrestled on a golf course. Are you kidding me? Darby Allin was getting suplexed in the bunker like 4 times. We're on bogey at this point. This contract signing ended with MJF standing tall and raising the championship over Darby Allin. At the end, Kevin Knight came out because MJF was going to deliver like a top rope pile driver to Darby Allin. I thought he was going, I thought he was going to hit that. Then there was just no confidence left in me that Darby Allin could win on at Double or Nothing. But Kevin Knight came out for the win. I don't know if they're going to build to anything after that whatsoever, or if he just came out because they needed a reason for Darby Allin to, you know, not take the move. You know, you need a little hope that he's going to win at Double or Nothing. If he takes that, there's like no chance. But to me, it's just like this title run has been so freaking good. He is defending it week in and week out, and there has not been one bad title defense, even though, like I said again, he's defending it days at a time. There's not much rest in between there, and he's still putting on really good matches and taking bumps that Jackass would be jealous of, bro. We're about a week and a half away from Double or Nothing, and with confidence I'm saying this is the best AEW title run. I am enjoying this the most by far out of any AEW title run I have ever seen. And people were claiming that Darby Allin was going to be this transitional champion that, yeah, he got his moment, but after that no one's really going to care. He's just going to lose it like that. But I am really enjoying what he is doing, and I just think if he loses at Double or Nothing, it would be too early. But I also do see from the side of this that yes, Darby Allin is still human, and I don't know how much longer he can keep this pace of wrestling up. So I do find it reasonable that he would lose it at Double or Nothing given the hell month he went through. But there's just a side of me, like a selfish side in me, that's just like, I just don't want this title run to end this freaking fast. And I'm genuinely 50-50 on my prediction of who will win at Double or Nothing. I do not know whatsoever. That is one thing I really like about AEW is when they have unpredictable main events, it just, which is for recently, it's been quite often. I've not really, I've been more in the 50-50 category of who's going to win and lose, because a lot of the AEW pay-per-views recently, I just don't know who's going to win in the main event. Like Hangman versus MJF, I was more like 60-40 that Hangman would win, and I was utterly shocked when MJF defeated Hangman Adam Page. It's things like that where I'm going into it and I genuinely don't know who's going to win. That gets me so excited, and this is one of those moments again, because MJF is putting his hair on the line, and he might, if he loses, he's going bald. He has to shave his head, and AEW is not dumb. They know the audience wants to see that. After MJF is bald, he's going to wish he had hair like me. So there's two things that can happen. Either Darby Allin finally tires out at Double or Nothing, and MJF weasels his way back into the title picture and gets the AEW championship for their third straight time, or Darby Allin somehow finds a way to win the match and MJF goes bald. My only issue is if Darby Allin is going to win this match, how are we going to reasonably get him in a position to win this match? Because MJF is the top star of AEW. I just don't see how MJF will lose cleanly to a very, very beat up Darby Allin. That just doesn't make much sense to me. My number one rumor of something that can happen is on next week's Dynamite or Collision or something, MJF promises Andrade El Idolo the first one in line for a title shot if he wins the belt, which MJF knows if he tells Andrade that means the Don Callis family is obviously gonna try to help MJF win the belt. But when that happens and Andrade and the Don Callis family come out to try to help MJF win, we hear Hangman Adam Page's music hits, and he is coming for revenge on MJF, and he clears out the Don Callis family, and he freaking just starts laying it in on MJF. This is obviously with the ref knocked out, because we're not doing this with the referee fully conscious. What do you think this is? This isn't logic, this is wrestling, damn it. That is my main way that I see that Darby Allin is going to walk out of AEW Double or Nothing still the champ, is if someone like Hangman Adam Page returns, or some type of return happens to help Darby Allin win the championship, since Darby Allin, he's been through a lot. But I just don't think it's a good idea for Darby Allin to lose the championship at Double or Nothing. This has been such a good reign. I just think it's too early to end the reign. Yes, he's had so many good matches. The selfish part of me just wants that to continue. I'm a selfish person and I'm not afraid to admit it. You freaking come here so I can slap the taste out of your mouth. I don't even know why I said that. I just said it because I'm selfish. And then there's also the question, if Darby Allin does win at Double or Nothing, how does he lose the belt after that, and who the heck does he lose it to? I don't even know who Darby Allin would lose the championship to. Who in the heck is gonna beat him? Because I feel like we all know that at All in Wembley it's going to be Will Ospreay's moment to win the title there. Obviously I don't know, but that's the speculation everyone has, and it just seems like the most obvious answer. So I feel like that's what they're gonna go with, but we just don't know yet. And Will Ospreay is in the Owen Hart Cup tournament, so I mean we're already building to that. So I just feel like it's almost inevitable at this point that All In is going to be Will Ospreay's moment. So what are we going to do after Double or Nothing heading into Forbidden Door? What are we going to build? Or will Darby Allin just finally give up on not give up, but give out on a random Dynamite or Collision maybe? I don't know. It's just a situation where it's like there's so many guys going for the title right now, and I find that really smart, because at any time anyone can just come in and get the best of Darby Allin and just leave the champion. I don't think that's I don't think Roosh is gonna immediately just come in and be world champion. I think that would kind of be stupid, I'm not gonna lie. But I feel like after Double or Nothing, you're going to have to book this in such a time crunch. I just don't know what you're gonna do with either result after, and I like that I don't know and that I can't predict everything. It gets me excited for the weekly shows and what's going to happen next. So I'm not complaining that, oh, I don't know, so this must suck. No, like, I'm actually excited at what's going to happen, because I have no clue what the future for this title holds, and I'm really excited about that. But anyway, in the comment section down below, tell me what you agree with, what you don't agree with. Tell me your assessment, who you think is going to win at Double or Nothing, and why they should win, and what should happen after Double or Nothing, because me personally, I have absolutely no clue what's going to happen. And thank you guys so much for watching this video. God bless, and I'm out.